So in the last video, I said I was gonna make a video going over 20th Century Boys, but that's gonna take a bit. So I decided to go over a manga I read a while back that I thought would make for a great video, and that manga is The Horizon. This manga is heartbreaking, and let me tell you why. This manga is riddled with hopelessness. Hopelessness is, by definition, a feeling or state of despair or lack of hope, and this manga is filled with it, whether it be the expressions, the landscape, or the scenarios the characters get into. In the very beginning of the manga, we're immediately set in a war setting with the kid and his mother is immediately blown to bits and her brain's on the floor, and that just gives you an idea for how the story will go in the future. As he finds a bus, he hides inside it, and there he meets the girl. The boy and the girl travel together, continuously moving forward, going through the horrible state that society is currently in. One thing I do think is heartbreaking is the different philosophies that come out of the new society. Because war is so prominent, people like the man in the suit are so common. He has a philosophy that any person with a gun has the intent to kill, so you'd rather kill them before they kill anyone else. Here's an example. The man tells the boy to kill a man that previously kidnapped him, and the boy doesn't kill him, so the man shoots him in the head. He tells the boy, if the man had a gun in his hand, he wouldn't hesitate to kill you. And that's just how the world is, sadly. And that itself is heartbreaking. He was also a cannibal, and he blows himself up along with all of his city in the end, so, yeah, there's that. Before the video gets way too depressing and sad, let's go over some of the happy moments that happened. So, one moment, they were looking at a field of fireflies, and it was a really cute moment between them, and it shows how close they were getting. But that was short-lived. Later in the story, they are on a field of flowers and laying down together talking about how happy they are, and she dies a couple panels after this. Spoiler alert. But at least we did get some moments of happiness, you know? That does really make a lot for the story. And now that we got the happy moments out of the way, let's get into where the real heartbreak happens, and that's with the death of the girl. The way she dies is truly heartbreaking. After all their adventure, they run into a dead end, and they travel through the forest. And as they travel through the forest, they meet another group, a boy and a girl, identical, parallel to them. Even so, they up their arms and they face each other. At first, they don't want to shoot, but a rocket goes by and they're dead, basically. And the only one surviving is the main character. And with that, he decides to keep moving forward, because that's all he knows how to do. After this, we skip to the main character being a lot older, and he's still living with the regret and the pain that was left to him. Being alone without the woman that he loved and having no meaning and no hope anymore, it truly ruined him. He lives his life on the beach as a recluse, just living his life day by day, not really knowing what to do or having no purpose at all. Until he meets a couple, and this couple changes his life in perspective. They give him hope. They get to know him, blah, 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 blah. And eventually, the couple is standing next to the ocean, and the husband gets swept up by the waves. And the main character decides to jump in for him. And as he's jumping in, he swims deep as far as he can to look for the man. And as he comes up, he comes to a resolution that he should follow love, and love will guide him. As he makes it back above the ocean, he realizes that there's hope. More time goes on, and the couple that he once saved now have a child, and he's named Grandpa. And he's finally found purpose and hope. Although it's heartbreaking, the boy does get a happy ending. For the message of the story, honestly, I feel like it's to persevere. You know what I mean? Because even after everything happened, he kept moving forward. Even though towards the end he did it out of shock, he still kept moving forward. And even though he had no reason to live anymore, he still kept living. Even if it was sad and it hurt, he still kept pushing through. Because he kept pushing through, he eventually was gifted with a life he deserved. So a family and a grandchild. So he had reason and hope. So I feel like as long as you keep moving forward, no matter what hardships face you, you'll be able to find the life that you need and the life that you deserve. And that's what I got from that story. Let me know what you got from that story. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.